It's Monday, the 15th of May, and you're watching Primetime News. Many thanks for joining me for the next 20-odd minutes as we navigate current affairs around us. I'm Michael Madimba. Leading tonight's bulletin, Head of State Dr. Hangani has been invited by South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol to attend the 2024 Korea-African Summit, aimed at strengthening ties on blue economy and maritime matters. Speaking during a courtesy visit at State House on Friday, Suk-yeol's special envoy, Park Hyung-jun, noted the visit also aimed at strengthening already existing cooperation as well as soliciting Namibia's support for South Korea to host the World Expo 2030 in Busan.
Speaking during a courtesy visit at State House on Friday, Suk-yeol, Special Convoy Representative Park Hyung-jun, said the visit also aimed to strengthen already existing cooperation and to seek Namibia's support for South Korea to host the World Expo 2030 in Busan. He further indicated that South Korea is interested in Namibia's envisioned green hydrogen sector and tourism industry for investments aimed towards developing and promoting sustainable development for mutual benefit of both nations. He said South Korea and Namibia continued to cross heights since 1990. For years, we have enjoyed a long-standing relationship based on the rule of law and continue to wish for Namibia's great success. Speaking at the same occasion on behalf of President Hage Geingob, Prime Minister Sarakuhongera Amadila said Namibia's technology ambitions can be potentially optimized through learning from South Korea's advanced technological capabilities, especially in the socio-economic area. She said Namibia has massive natural resources, but the bulk of our people are living under poverty conditions. So it is a commitment of the government to harness these resources and advance the country by drawing from lessons of other developed countries such as South Korea.
On to military cooperation. The Namibian Defence Force and partnership with the Botswana Defence Force recently concluded the planning phase for Exercise Hangani 2. Addressing the media, Namibia Defence Force Brigadier General Philemon Shafashike noted Exercise Hangani 2 is a combined bilateral battalion-level military training exercise between the two defence forces based on peace support operations.
Addressing the media on Friday in Khobabes, NDF Brigadier General Philemon Shafashike said Exercise Hangani 2 is a combined bilateral battalion-level military training exercise between the NDF and BDF based on peace support operations.
Exercise Hangani 2 takes place in a framework of excellent bilateral relations existing between the Republic of Botswana and the Republic of Namibia. The exercise is a collaborative effort between the two defense forces implementing the resolution of the 22nd session of Botswana-Namibia Joint Permanent Commission on Defense and Security held in Gaborone, Botswana from the 13th to the 18th November 2012.
Shafashike added that Exercise Hangani 2 seeks to enhance military-to-military relations and evaluate the effectiveness of the two sister force rapid deployment capability within the broader Southern African Development Community peace and security architecture and in the context of standby force arrangements. Exercise Hangani 2 will be conducted in Khobabes, Omaheke region from 15 June 2023 to 30th June 2023. Shafashike urged community members residing in the area not to panic as there will be movement of troops and military equipment and that gunshots and explosives will be heard as the soldiers will be stimulating different emergency situations.
The members of the public are however urged not to panic as no live ammunition will be used during the exercise and the caution will be taken not to cause harm to both the members of the public and the soldiers.
Approximately 1,000 troops from Namibia and Botswana will temporarily be deployed to several locations in Omaheke region during this time. Josephine Simeon, Nampa News.
Now, mental health illness is often regarded as taboo in society, with people experiencing mental health illness stigmatized and viewed in a negative light. It is against this backdrop that Irongo Governor Neville Andre Tope has urged men to open up about mental health issues and seek help in an effort to better themselves. Itope, whose speech was delivered on his behalf, made the sentiments at the second edition of the men's conference held at Swakopmund over the weekend. Our coastal-based correspondent Isabel Bento filed this report.
In his speech, Erongo Governor Neville Indre Itope commended the event, noting that it is significant to provide a platform for pertinent issues such as GBV, suicide and mental health to be engaged and deliberated on, and to equip the men in society with vital information. Statistics by the Namibian Police Force indicated that most of the suicides, GBV, murder cases recorded within the region are by men who are afraid to speak up due to the pressure from expectations to perform from their partners or society as men. According to Itope, this is worrisome and requires urgent intervention from all sectors of society. The men's conference was held under the theme, Stop Suffering in Silence and Speak Out for Solutions.
The Namibian Police Force has confirmed 2 alleged suicides in the Erongo region over the weekend. According to Nampos Erongo Community Police and Commander Inspector Eleni Shapumba in a crime report issued on Saturday, one of the incidents involved a 52-year-old man identified as Ben Kosia, who reportedly shot himself in the head with a hunting rifle on Wednesday morning.
The crime report alleges that on Tuesday, the deceased told his landlord that he was going to Walvis Bay to visit and would return the following day. On Wednesday at about 3 o'clock in the morning, the landlord reportedly heard an unusual sound while she was sleeping and awoke to inspect around the house but found nothing and went back to sleep. It was after entering the flat that they came across blood flowing from the sleeping room, Shapumba explained. The police were then called and found the deceased in a pool of blood with a gunshot wound to his head and a hunting rifle next to him, as well as a suicide note. In a separate incident, the body of a 48-year-old Johannes Matthias was also discovered on Saturday at the Swakopmund airport, where he reportedly hung himself from the poles of the airport yard. The body was taken to Swakopmund State Hospital's mortuary for storage. The next of kin in both incidents were informed of the deaths and police investigations continue. Reporting for Primetime News, Ndamona Kanganjera.
Stay tuned for the business segment. Welcome to the Primetime Business segment. Comparative Statistics kickstart the segment. The Namibia Consumer Price Index Bulletin for April 2023, released by the Namibia Statistics Agency on Thursday, revealed that year-on-year inflation rate increased to 6.1% last month, compared to the 5.6% recorded in April 2022. The report further added that on a month-on-month basis, the inflation rate slowed to 0.4%, down from 0.6% registered during the preceding month. More insights from this report.
A recent Namibia Consumer Price Index Bulletin for April 2023, released by the Namibian Statistics Agency, revealed the year-on-year inflation rate rose to 6.1% last month compared to the 5.6% recorded in April 2022. The major factors contributing to the annual inflation rate for April 2023, as outlined in the bulletin, were food and non-alcoholic beverages, alcoholic beverages and tobacco, housing, water, electricity, gas and other fuels, as well as transport. The remaining divisions collectively contributed to 1.5 percentage points to the overall inflation rate. The bulletin also highlighted that the annual inflation rate for goods experienced an increase of 8.2% in April 2023 compared to 7.4% during the same period last year. Regarding specific services, the bulletin noted that public transport experienced a 3.2% increase during the same period compared to the 3.1% recorded in April 2022.
The Rhodes Authority Chief Executive Officer Conrad Lutombi says the institution will not compromise on the technical standards of road infrastructure and will ensure a competent constructor works on the roads. Lutombi made those remarks at a media conference in Swakopmund on Thursday regarding the pre-qualification process for the rehabilitation of the Usakos-Karibib Road, which will be funded by the German government through the KfW Development Bank. More from this report.
According to Lutombi, due to the high technical nature of the work required on this road, the Rhodes Authority carried out pre-qualification proceedings in line with Section 42 of the Public Procurement Act of 2015. Furthermore, open international bidding was used in line with Annexure 2 of the Public Procurement Act and as per the procurement requirement of KfW. Lutombi noted that a pre-bid meeting was also held on 15 September 2022 and the deadline for submission was 24 November 2022, which was an extension to the initial deadline of 22 November on the request of the Construction Industry Federation. A total of 17 applications were received for the pre-qualification process and an evaluation process was completed in December 2022 and then sent to KfW for approval in line with its criteria. The project will commence as soon as the bidding process is completed as funds are already available, he noted.
This brings us to the end of our top news segment for tonight. Let's take a look at how the weather is shaping up through the length and breadth of the country. Welcome to Sport Planet, the segment that unpacks all things sport for you. Our sports correspondent Hesron Kapanga is currently in Jesolo, Italy, covering the Para-Athletics Grand Prix, and reports that there was an impressive display of talent and determination as an 8-member Namibian team of athletes, along with their dedicated guides, showcased their skills at the World Para-Athletics 2023. Over the course of 3 exhilarating days of competition, the athletes triumphed, amassing an impressive medal haul of 13. Now, round 5 of the highly anticipated World Para-Athletics Grand Prix unfolded at the Armando Pichi Stadium, where more than 500 athletes with disabilities fiercely competed for top honors. This event held special significance as para-athletes united in celebration of the World Para-Athletics Grand Prix's momentous 10th anniversary. On a memorable Sunday, the Namibian athletes participated in the fiercely contested 200-meter events and secured an additional 3 medals, elevating their total tally to an impressive 13. Their remarkable achievements extend beyond the track and field events, with the medals consisting of 7 gold, 4 silver, and 2 bronze. Congratulations to the Namibian contingent on their success and flying the Namibian flag high. On to La Liga. FC Barcelona clinched the La Liga title with 4 games left this season, thanks to a 4-2 away win against local rivals Espanyol on Sunday night. Robert Lewandowski opened the scoring after just 10 minutes, and Alejandro Balde doubled the lead with a far post volley 9 minutes later, before Lewandowski's second of the match made it 3-0 before halftime. Jules Koundé headed home Barca's 4th 8 minutes into the second half, and although Xavi Puado pulled a goal back for Espanyol in the 73rd minute and Joselu netted as second in injury time, it was too little too late for Espanyol, who remained second from bottom of the table. The result leaves Xavi Hernandez's side with 84 points from 34 matches, a 14-point lead over second-place Real Madrid and 16 points more than Atletico Madrid in third. Congratulations to the Catalan Giants on clinching the La Liga title. Stay tuned for your sports roundup. And on that note, this is where we dock for the night. Many thanks for watching. Do make a date with us again on the morrow for the Tuesday Primetime News edition. From myself, Michael Medimba, and the creators behind the scenes, it's good night.